Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Maroon. This will be turn 16 for the Italians. That's January of 44. No housekeeping to address that I'm aware of, so let's just jump straight in with the tech roll. We'll be rolling again for improved construction, hitting on a 7 or higher. That is a 2, that is a miss. For the purchases, we have 16, of which we're spending 16, clearing the bank, buying 2 militia, 2 infantry, and 2 elite airborne. Alright, on to the combat movement phase. We only have 3 to declare. In M4, the seaplane, submarine, and 2 coastal submarines are going to be raiding. From northern Italy, 1 elite airborne is going to be boarding the strategic bomber and flying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Cyprus. And then the other combat will be into Belgian Congo. 1 elite airborne from Cameroon is attacking into Belgian Congo. 1 infantry from Sudan. From Nubia, 1 motor infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 cavalry. And from Cyrenaica, the entire 15th Air, which is 3 fighters, 1 tactical bomber, 1 medium bomber, and 1 heavy air transport loaded with 2 elite airborne. And there will be a little bit of an ability for the allies to select their casualties strategically. But chances are, statistically, I'm probably going to win this battle. So I'm probably just going to select for him based on what does the most damage to me, unless I have an abysmal first round, and then we'll have to see where things go. But with that, we should be able to go ahead and start rolling out all the battles. First off, Cyprus is captured for free. I'll clean that up later. Let's go ahead and do the convoy rating in M4. Roll the black die for the Italian, and red for the British Commonwealth. The first 3 die rolls will be even, +1 for the coastal submarine and the map aircraft, and +1 for British Commonwealth defending. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so this is even die roll for the coastal sub. 3 damage. Nice. Got some here. Okay. Another coastal sub. No damage. Seaplane. That's another 3 damage. That's all of it. Okay. That's 6 damage from GB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then the last battle we have to do is going to be the big one in Belgian Congo. We're going to move all this down to the battle board. There we go. Okay. There's 1 infantry left behind. Okay. Infantry rolling at 1. Infantry rolling at 4. Oh no, the 1s are going to be the vehicles. Probably could have done this more neatly and saved some time. Well, live and learn. There, and then there's an airborne left up here. Yeah. Alright, so we should be ready to go ahead and roll for the attack. We'll start with first strike artillery at 3. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm pretty sure artillery don't take river penalties, but I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, okay. So it does not suffer a first strike, or suffer a penalty for rivers, at least for the artillery. So we will go ahead and roll the first strike artillery at a 3 or less. That is a 7, that is a miss. We'll have 2 units attacking at 1, the cavalry and the motor infantry in the jungle. One of those hit. We'll have an unboosted infantry taking a river penalty, so it'll also be rolling at 1. That's a miss. We'll have 3 airborne all rolling at 3 right now. 2 of them are conducting an airborne assault. 1 of them is not, so it takes a river penalty, but it also gets boosted by artillery. 1 more hit. That's both of the cavalry gonna die. For the aircraft, 3 fighters rolling a 6. 2 hits. We'll have a medium bomber rolling at 7, and a tactical bomber rolling at 7. That's 2 more hits, in addition to the fighter hits, and one of those is a target select, and it's going to be selecting a British medium tank. And then 1, 2, well, 1, 2, 3 other hits. Okay. Alright, and in defense, we have 2 cavalry rolling at 2. No hits. Both those units are dead. 6 infantry class rolling at 4. 1 hit. Yep. 1 hit, and 3 of those are dead. And then the medium armor all rolls at 5. 1 hit. So that's 2 hits total. We'll be taking hits on 1 airborne and 1 cavalry. Alright. And this should be round 2 going forward. Fantastic. Okay, round 2, we'll have motor infantry rolling at 1 or less. 5, that's a miss. Infantry rolling at 2 or less. That's a miss. An artillery and an unboosted airborne rolling at 3 or less. All misses. Boosted airborne at 4. That's a hit. 3 fighters at 6. 1, 2 hits. Medium bomber at 7. Tactical bomber at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll leave 1 unit left alive. It'll be a British tank. Okay. In defense, we have 3 infantry class. 1 more hit. I'm going to take that on another airborne. And then 3 medium tanks rolling at 5. 1 more hit. And then the other 2 are dead. I'll take this one on the artillery. Next round. Miss on the motor infantry, miss on the infantry, miss on the airborne, which should be rolling at 3 now. We did get a hit on the fighters, and the tank does get another hit in defense. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna kill the airborne. Alright, so surviving for the Italians will have 1 infantry and 1 motor infantry, and all of my aircraft. And everything for the British die. And the Free French. Okay. The 15th Air is mostly staying together. That's the fighters and the tactical bomber and the heavy air transport are all staying together in 15th, not 18th. And they're returning to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Eritrea. The medium bomber will be flying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Malta. And then that will end the combat movement phase for sure. I've forgotten to land strategic bomber. The strategic bomber from Cyprus will also land in Malta. There we go. Okay. So on to the non-combat movement phase. From here, 4 infantry units from Cyrenaica will be embarking into the naval transports in M4 and immediately disembarking into Malta. We will be making a task marker for that. Malta's too small for what we've got in it now. And then the battleship, both heavy cruisers, and both naval transports are going to be going in port in Malta as well. Clean that up later. The TBD, light cruiser, and destroyer from M4 are moving northward into M3 and going in port in northern Italy. And the last 3 destroyers are going north and going in port in northern Italy into M5. The 1 militia from northern Italy is marching down into Rome. The remainder of the 109th Army from Nubia is marching over into Eritrea. And that covers all of my non-combats as well. I am going to take the seaplane off map and put it in Malta as well. There we go. Okay, so that'll end the non-combat movement phase as well. Go ahead and place buys, collect income. Yeah, okay. Our income will be 14 as a base, plus 2 for no enemies in the Mediterranean. Brings me up to 16. That feels incorrect. 16 last time. I lost Somaliland. I also lost Tunisia. Okay, so that is correct. Okay, okay. So we will be collecting 16. All of our infantry class factory units are built in northern Italy. One militia is going in Malta. One militia is going... I'm gonna put it in Western Egypt. Yeah. Okay. With that, everything should be in place for the next KMT USA turn. Accepting that I'll clean up the board around the Mediterranean. Alright, so with that, I'll say best of luck on your next rolls.